Welcome back to the HUD, everyone. I'm Zacharoni, and I like me a good old game of golf. Oh, no, not regular golf. Crazy golf. You know, the one you see indoors or near a beach where you go through windmills, over bridges, inside the mouth of an animal. Yeah, those types of things. Oh yeah, and I trashed my dad at mini golf 3 times while I was on holiday. He. So why do I not like regular golf? Well, they may have wide open spaces, and it's nice and quiet with no distractions. But the thing is, you need to spend a lot of time to master and add power to your swings to get to that hole-in-one in a few shots. But in crazy golf, it's all about putting in smaller courses, even if the kids can be annoying at times. Although in a few years' time, when I reach my dad's age, I might learn to love regular golf. But I think the big reason I like crazy golf is that it's got personality, where in regular golf, it's just plain green near a forest in every course in the world, which I understand why, really. But luckily, while I was on holiday, I have Golf Story, which combines Crazy Golf's personality with regular golf. You follow a young man with no name who can talk. Really, developers, if he can talk, give him a name, why don't you? Who has returned to his favorite golf course to take part in an upcoming pro tournament, proving that he still got it 20 years ago. But he must go through training with a coach named, Coach, in order to go through the basics of golf once again, to catch up with today's golfers like Luna, who takes golf way too seriously, even if she's not that good. In fact, every character that I run into doesn't seem to think that my character hasn't got what it takes, which is a nice change of pace where it's not about saving the world or saving a place that is closing down. It's just one man and his love of golf trying to make a name for himself, even if he doesn't have a name. But while the dialogue is humorous at times, I had a hard time remembering the names of certain characters I met in the story, even if the speech bubbles are well put together, like they move sideways if a character gets embarrassed. As for the main game, well, I can only describe this game relaxing than exciting, which is not a bad thing because I enjoyed Golf Story. The controls are good, where I can position where the ball will land and change the angle. Each course had its own theme, ranging from prehistoric to a winter wonderland, and it had a soundtrack that matches the atmosphere of each course. Though it's not perfect, since this game is flat 2D, it can be difficult to recognize the slopes when putting, and the levering up system can be confusing at times. I mean, can anyone explain to me and my dad what kind of skill is puttering in golf? I mean, it's used to increase my degree slice, but when I looked that word up, it only gave me something about freedom from adulteration and contamination. As for the main structure, well, the third act featured missions like getting close to the hole, competing with a rival, and my favorite, getting to the green by landing on the right terrain. The second act starts to slow the pacing down with ones like finding key items or talking to certain characters to proceed with the story. Also, there's this one scenario in the second act where I need to explore the mansion of a golf club to find a friend that went missing, which almost made me hate the game, but it's worth it when you get to the tournaments where I need to time my swings and positioning and use the right set of clubs to stay on top of the leaderboards. However, there are only 3 tournaments, which is a little disappointing because I was expecting each of the courses to have their own pro tournament, but I'm guessing they're not that posh enough for it really. Overall, Golf Story is an enjoyable, relaxing game with a simple but good story. It's hard to appreciate it with its slow pacing second act, but it's worth it once you reach the last tournament, and trust me, hearing that ball in that hole on my second swing never felt so satisfying. Oh, and that's not the only game I played on holiday. I also play another game that was released this year that I didn't do a toppings video on, thanks to another small indie game I played in April. And also Sekiro. That game can really suck you in every time you die, just like this game what I'm playing right now. Anyway, the recent game I took with me is Katana 0, a 2D side-scroller where one hit from guns and swords can instantly kill you, and the story follows a modern-day samurai named the Dragon, who have been given assignments that involve assassination while listening to catchy chiptune music and also keeping his medication up. Now remember those games like Arkham Asylum that screws with your head, thinking that the game was corrupted only to realize that the game was trolling you? Well, in this game, it was messing with me throughout the whole experience. So one moment I started a mission, only for it to glitch up constantly until I was in a room where I was interviewed. And there was this one moment where I pick a line of dialogue, only for me to pick a different line that I didn't want to say, or what you just saw there in action. As for the main game itself, well, you might say this is a side-scrolling Miami with its one-hit kills, but did Hotline Miami let you slow down time? Yeah, I don't think so. This mechanic comes in handy because it allowed me to do split-second dodges and deflect bullets right back at them, and then I was rewarded with a replay of my massacre. Although the replays are sort of like those scenes in the Sherlock Downey Holmes movies, where he plans out the situation and then puts it into action in reality. But they do mix things up with different scenarios, like sneaking through a nightclub or riding a motorcycle through a high street with traffic and enemies, ending with a helicopter boss fight, which is my favorite part of the game. However, there is this one level where I need to complete the mission without killing any police officers, but on my first playthrough, I ended up killing a lot of them and just got told off for it. So I decided to play that level again and well, I did discover that he can tiptoe by holding down the face button, which didn't really explain it that well. I mean, when I saw the symbols, it didn't say anything about holding down the X button. So note to all developers, be more specific on how to use extra mechanics by adding the word hold above the symbols. Also, during cutscenes, the game has the option to skip conversations before they finish their sentences. And when I play it again to see what happened if I made the dragon a complete jackhole, I was rewarded with another secret right at the last chapter. Though I do feel bad for getting the desk girl angry for interrupting her. Guess she won't be flirting with me in this alternative reality, because the third time I played it, she was heavily invested in me. So in conclusion, I like Katana Zero. It's fast, fun, has a catchy soundtrack, and always surprised me around every corner. And with that, that's your second helpings of Golf Story and Katana Zero. I hope you appreciate my opinions, and if you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. But until then, I'm Zacharoni. Enjoy your pizza, and I'll see you next time.